Hello, Virgo. My name is Max. I want to give you a reading for the weekend of August 1st, 2025. So, this will be for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the weekend of August 1st. Okay? I hope you're doing well. My name is Max. Let's see what the cards have to say for you, Virgo. 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 This card is going to just pop right out. Virgo. 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 Four of Cups reversed. Virgo. Nine of Cups upright. Seven of Pentacles reversed. Okay. And I want to, Virgo, I want to pull a oracle card for you, okay? I want to see what this deck has to say for you. It's an oracle card for Virgo. 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 Okay, the three fates. The three fates. What comes around? That's what it says. Number 26. So maybe that 26 number may have some signification for you this weekend, Virgo. And also, I'm going to read what it says in there, okay, a little later. I'm going to read what it says about this card. But this kind of indicates to me, I see, this is kind of like karma, right? This is about karma. What comes around goes around, right? Or, yeah, what goes around comes around. So, so these are like the Norns, right? The Norns that would weave the fate of the world. So, karma can be good or bad, right? You can have good karma coming back or bad karma coming back. Hopefully it's good. We'll see what it has to say. But the number 26 that's a number. Look for that number. Maybe it's somebody's birthday. Who knows? An address, coordinates, part of a phone number, part of a lottery number. Who knows? 26. So look for that number. Okay. Maybe it's someone's age. 26. Okay. But okay, so we have so what's really cool about this reading here so far, Virgo, is you start with the Four of Cups reversed. So Four of Cups reversed is actually a really good card. This kind of indicates sudden clarity, sudden happiness. It kind of indicates good news, actually, is what it means. It kind of indicates like a renewed sense of optimism and brightness in your mind, in your energy, brightness, a clarity, a renewed energy, a renewed vigor. Four of Cups reversed is actually a great way to start a weekend. Let's see what this is. Let's see what else is coming, because that's a great way to start it off. Four of Cups reversed. So, I mean, incredibly positive. Incredibly positive. All right, and so followed up with that, you have the Nine of Cups upright. Nine of Cups upright is kind of like a card of wish fulfillment, really. I mean, it's like your dreams can come true. The Nine of Cups upright, it means your energy is aligned with what you want. So it can kind of indicate felicity, serendipity, good luck, things happening in a bright, easy, fun, clean, breezy way. It's an incredibly auspicious card again. This is a card of, make a wish. This is a card where your energy is in line with what you want. And that's the key to manifestation, is having your energy aligned with what you want. You must have some sort of confidence and some enthusiasm and energy within you, in your mind, this weekend, that and maybe you don't feel it right now, but it'll happen this weekend. That you're going to have this energy, this optimism, and this ease, sense of ease and comfort as you go into this weekend. You're going to have it. It's going to feel easy. It's going to feel like everything's almost like in a flow state. So you're going to start this weekend off with some sort of bright, clean realization. Some sort of good news, or something clicks, and you realize things weren't as boring or as dreary or as lame as you thought. And this is an incredibly good card to have for the weekend. So what do you want? Whatever you want, you're probably going to get it, or you're going to find a way to get closer to your goals. This is an incredible energy. This is how you manifest. This is how all the lucky people in the world, this is how they do it. They draw this card every day. The luckiest people in the world, they get this card every day. And you're going to have a lucky weekend. And if you can learn to keep this energy and not lose this energy, if you can maintain this energy, if you can increase this energy of the Nine of Cups, you can have an incredibly fortunate life. Your whole life will be fortunate. Your whole life will be like this weekend is going to be for you right now, Virgo. So this weekend is looking good. And it sounds to me like that Three Fates card that we pulled is probably related to good karma. Right? We didn't know initially. We'll read the description in a minute, but this is probably indicating that either in a past life, Virgo, or earlier in this life, you did something really good for somebody. You helped somebody, or you helped an animal. You helped someone, and no one else would step in, and you helped, and you did a good thing, and the universe never forgets. The universe never forgets that. So it's payback time in a good way, okay? And so how do you get more? How do you get more good karma? How do you get more of these Nine of Cups and the Four of Cups reversed? How do you get more of this brightness and ease and felicity? How do you get it? With good karma. How do you create good karma? Having a good intention and doing something good, helping an animal, helping a person, helping somebody, not hurting anybody, not holding a grudge, not being vengeful, not being, small-minded. It's about being big-minded, helping people. That's how you get the Norns here, the Three Fates. That's how you get your karma to be good, and how you increase merit, and your life becomes lucky and fun and easy. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. So even if it doesn't. So if it doesn't show up in this life, it'll show up in next life. So So this weekend, probably some good karma's coming your way. That's what it looks like, and it's probably from something in your past life, or it could be something from earlier in this life. It kind of depends. It depends on the person. It depends on the type of karma, what manifests and when it manifests. But it will manifest, guaranteed. If it's not in this life, it'll be the next life. But this looks like this weekend, something from either your past life or the earlier this life that you did good, that you did right, is coming back to you. And that's awesome. And I'm so happy to be able to share news like that to you, Virgo. So congratulations, Virgo. This is a beautiful thing. And if more people knew that you don't escape your karma, if more people knew that, they would be like you, and they would do good things and see good things come in return. But we got some more cards here, so let's take a look. So you also have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Seven of Pentacles in reverse can indicate being hasty, like expecting a reward without work. It can mean that. It can mean, and maybe I maybe I got you too hyped up for the weekend, and you're thinking you're gonna get something you're not gonna get. I don't know, but Seven of Pentacles in reverse would kind of indicate an impatience or a lack of work. Like you want something and you think you're gonna get it, but you're not. You haven't worked for it yet. That type of thing. I know that kind of goes and kind of contradicts what we're talking about here, but that's what this card means. So it could also mean you've decided that something isn't worth the effort, isn't worth. You've decided against that. You've decided against something, like somebody's giving you. They want to buy something from you, or they're offering you a job or a contract or something, and you're making the decision. You're saying it's not worth it. It's not. If it's upright, you're kind of like you're wondering. And you see the results, and you're wondering if the results are worth it. Compared to how much you put in. But when it's the Seven of Pentacles is in reverse, it means it's kind of like, no, it's not worth it. Or it could mean anything. It can mean you're making a decision about anything. It can mean, do you want to go to the party? Do you really want to go? Is it going to be late? You'd be tired. It could be about anything really. It doesn't have to be about career or work or. But you're kind of making a decision. You're deciding something isn't worth your time. It's not really worth your time. I can pull another card and see what that possibly could be in regards to. Let's see here. Okay. Pardon the motorcyclist. Okay. Let's see. What else? What else does Virgo need to know? What does Virgo need to know? What does Virgo need to know for this weekend? Virgo, what do you need to know for this weekend, Virgo? So, okay, you drew the Empress reverse. So someone wants something from you, or there's some sort of lack of maternal or lack of support in some way. That's interesting. So it looks like somebody needs energy. Somebody needs attention. Someone. So the Empress is typically a card of a great abundance and nurturing. It's a nurturing feminine energy. So when it's reversed, it kind of it would indicate like a lack of that, or a lack of abundance, or a lack of nurturing. Something is someone's maybe being ignored or neglected. Something's being neglected, or it needs more. Something needs more. It needs more money. It needs more attention, more love, more something. Let me pull one more card on that, okay? Let's see. So this could be, actually, this is interesting, actually, and it's just kind of occurred to me. This Empress card reverse is indicating you, okay? And it's indicating your attention to yourself, okay? So be sure to reward yourself. Don't push yourself too much. Don't wear yourself thin. Meditate, rest. Have patience, and just make sure this card is there to remind you to recharge, to give back to yourself. Don't focus too much on outside goals or even helping other people. This could mean you have to remember yourself. You can't help people unless you help yourself first, right? I mean, if you're not healthy, you can't help anybody. If you don't have money, you can't help anybody. All right, if you're in the hole, you can't help people get out of the hole, right? If you don't know how to get out of the pit, how you can help people get out of the pit. So you need to climb out first, and then you can help other people get out. Okay, so focus on you, and the rest will sort itself out. Okay, in that regard. So this is kind of saying, remember to not neglect yourself. Okay, so let's read that card here, this oracle card. So it's 26. The three fates, which is pretty awesome. Okay, message, what comes around. Okay, the message: you may have been enjoying your own life's reruns lately, wallowing through the memories and feeling sad, bittersweet, and nostalgic about the good old days, whenever they were. You know what? It's fine to muse on the past. Your memories are precious and do need to be tended, but it's another thing altogether to be filled with regret, wishing you'd done things differently. Okay. So their interpretation is a little different than what mine was, but so they're saying not to dwell on the past, focus on the future. And I think that's great advice, and I think you should do that. But I think you need to remember karma, And I think, in my interpretation, my intuitive interpretation, that there's something good is coming your way. I think you need to not push yourself too much. I think you need to get in the flow, and I think these initial cards you have here are indicating you're going to be in the flow. You're going to be in the flow. And to be in the flow, you got to be relaxed, and you can't be pushing yourself. You can't have this sense of stress or this sense of needing to do something, or you can't have this urgency. Okay, it doesn't work. The universe has its own timing, and if you can relax, you're going to tap into that Four of Cups reversed energy. You're going to tap into that Nine of Cups upright energy. And so I think that's a thing of beauty. So I would say remember to nurture yourself. Don't push yourself. Don't focus on exterior aspects of your life. Focus on the within. Focus on the interior. Focus on meditation, relaxation, being aware of your surroundings, being aware of how you feel. And I think that's what that Nine of Cups is being aware of how you feel and understanding. And it's also about understanding how the way you feel affects the world around you, not just the people. It affects your own life. It affects what you see, what you watch, what you hear. And I think you're going to, if you don't know what I'm saying now, you're going to know before the end of the weekend, this weekend, you're going to know what I mean. That Nine of Cups energy is going to be there, and you're going to be in this flow state. And things are going to be easy, whether you're working, creating, partying, whatever you're doing, dating, whatever you're doing, you're going to find this flow state. So I'm very excited for you, Virgo. I hope you have I hope this reading helped you. So have a good weekend, and I will see you next week.